Hey everybody, Life Coach PJ here, and I'm that life coach that takes my clients from the passenger seat of life and into the driver's seat. First and foremost, I would like to wish everybody a happy new year, happy 2017. Many great things to come for you guys out there, and I'm expecting great things for you guys, and also I'll deliver great things this year too. So let's get down to it. The reason I'm making a video today is because recently I've been getting a lot of emails and just conversations about the issues with co-parenting, and people just kind of have different issues with their exes. I know many of you guys are divorced out there or have broken up. You got baby mothers, baby fathers, and trust me, it's hard to co-parent. And you're speaking from somebody who is divorced and dealing with co-parenting issues and things like that. So I just want to talk about one particular thing that I came across, and it's, should you let your ex see the child even though they're not paying child support? And I know this is kind of a touchy topic, and many of you may feel strongly one way or another about it, but just have an open mind, no judgments here, and let me give you my take on it. So, should you let your ex see that child even though they're not paying child support? Flat out, I'm going to say yes. And here's the reason why. You cannot put a price on your child, like that time spent, that quality time, the life lessons, the discussions. You just can't put a dollar amount on that. And don't get me wrong, I understand raising a kid or kids is not cheap. I know, I'm raising kids, I know how it is, but the two are two separate entities. And if you have an ex that's willing to spend that time but is not able to pay child support or doesn't want to pay, two different things. Like I said, you should allow that ex to see that child. So now when we have the ex that doesn't have the ability, maybe they lost their job, maybe times are rough, it's not fair to your child that they not see that parent just because they fell on some hard times and they're not making as much or they're not able to contribute financially, because that child is still growing, and you shouldn't take that right away from that parent or that child. So now you have an ex that has the ability to pay child support but is refusing to pay. In that same situation, I would say still let that ex see the child. And with both of these situations, as long as the ex is not dangerous to the child, a bad role model, you should let the ex see it. So now to the ex that has the ability to pay, but for whatever reason chooses not to, this is where you may have to get the court involved. And just unfortunately, you got to go through that process. But once again, two separate situations. You can't put them together. They're not paying to see their kid. They have earned that right by merely producing that kid to be a part of that kid's life. So you can't put those two things together. I know it's frustrating. You got that ex that he or she has the money, but they're just not willing to contribute. That's where you go to the courts and you let the courts handle that, and eventually it'll work itself out. So with regards to just co-parenting issues in general, if you keep this thought in your head, everything will go smooth. Put your ego to the side and do what's in the best interest of your child or children. If you keep that in mind, no matter what the decision that comes up, it'll all work out. You make your kids the number one priority in any of those situations. And a lot of it requires you to swallow your pride on some things. But if it's to the benefit of your child, it's going to work out in the end. So that's just my thoughts on that situation, on should you let your ex see the child if they're not paying child support. So let me know what you guys think. Like, make comments. What's your view on the subject? And as always, you can check me out on lifecoachpj.com. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, you name it, I'm on it. So until next time, you guys be safe out there and keep striving to be a better person and be a better you. Till next time.